Hi, how are you doing today? Hopefully your day is going well for you. I got some sleep, not much. Not as much as I wanted to, but right now I'm waiting for a hangout with Terry Templeman of the Templemans, the Daily. Not sure if it's going to start or not. He restarted it once, but it didn't even start yet. It was just, an upcoming event, so I'm waiting for that. And I've been listening to the flow through in my room between the cardboard I put in and the pumpkin. It's like a little mini swamp down in the bottom, so I might have to clean that out tonight, which I probably will. So I've been watching the worms scramble up onto to the top so that they're not drowning from the vantage point that I'm sitting at. I can look over, and that's why I have the flow through at that angle, so I can look, at any time of the night or day in there. So I'm just waiting for the hangout to start and see what things we discuss. Probably building up a YouTube channel. The his channels, or how to build them up, and that's what it was. The title was "Building a Brand." So we'll have to wait and see if it starts, and if it does, I'll give you a little peek, either at him talking or somebody else, and we'll see what goes on with it. So the hangout was pretty good. Not pretty well, but it went pretty well too. It was basically talking about building a brand, and we were joking around. Well, they were joking around, but yeah, some key points were brought up about Terry is trying to build his brand, the Daily. So he's doing all of these sub channels: the Speaks, Gamer, Encore, then their regular daily vlog channel, and putting it into all these sub channels of different types of things that he's doing, which makes sense, for what he's doing. But yeah, it was interesting, and I hope to attend another hangout or be invited to one. I sent him a message, but I haven't heard back yet. I keep looking for a reply, but he hasn't sent me an invite to his Google Hangout to talk some more, because he said he was going to talk some more after he did the online hangout. So yeah, it was interesting. I always like to do hangouts. If you guys want to do a hangout, it'd be at night or maybe in the morning when I'm awake. Surely can't do a hangout when I'm sleeping. Well, I guess I could talk in my sleep, but I don't think that will happen. But yeah, and we were talking about Q&A, which I'd love to get going more on here. I do a Q&A video once a week. If somebody sends me a question, hey, I'll make a video itself and post it, and give you an answer if I know it. If I don't know it, then that's either going to be a little research, or just say, hey, I surely don't know about this subject. But yeah, I'd love to do more Q&A on this channel, well, on my channel at least. So if you have a question, just write it in the comments below. And once a week, that's what, 52 questions a year. So that isn't many. I mean, if I get more questions, than that, I make a couple videos of a Q&A video a week. So yeah, if you have a question, put it in the link below in the comment section, and I'll try to make one for you. So I just hung out in the Hangout, the Google Hangout, with Terry Templeman from the Daily, and a few other guys were in there. It was just basically talking back and forth, you know, about things, and then they're all off to play GTA 5. Yeah. So I don't have, you know, computer games. Don't have an Xbox. Don't have a PlayStation. So I'm back off to watching YouTube vids. If there's anything new, I think I watched most of the new stuff when I woke up earlier. But probably pretty soon I'll have to clean the flow through out. I'm still hearing it drip every now and then. But cleaning that out, you have to make sure first there's no spiders. Well, black widows. In any state, a black widow will make its nest somewhere. So, you know, instead of sticking your arm in there, you want to make sure there's no spiders hanging out. I do know that there's a couple small ones, but we have small ones all over the house. So, I mean, I'm not worried about those because they'll move along. But I do know that I found 2 black widows in the bathroom, probably a few weeks ago. But yeah, I just do a spider sweep first, make sure there's nothing in there, then I can put my arm in and clean it out. So we might do that. It's got to be done pretty quick because of all the stuff that's been going down there, falling off toward the bottom of the flow through. So I just looked through the top of the flow through and just saw a couple baby worms, and there were a few around the sides, but not as many as I thought there would be. And I wanted to show you the dustpan. It's a $2 dustpan from Big Lots that I bought, and it has a rubber edge to it. And this is what I use to scoop out the castings and vermicompost out of the bottom with the worms. So with the rubber edge, they don't get hurt. Well, they don't seem to be hurt. And it scoops them up and collects the water that's down there also. Does a pretty good job. I was looking around for some type of a dustpan to scoop with and saw this at Big Lots. Cheap enough, and picked it up. And next to the flow through is a 10-gallon container that I've been soaking with cardboard. I think I showed this, or I told about this last week. I soaked the cardboard. It's been I've been draining it so it's not soupy wet in it. You want it wet, but you don't want it flooded. So between 70 and 95% humidity in the bin. And we'll give you a look here. Turn the light on. This will be a common problem of the flow through, of it dumping out in the front. When I made it, I didn't know how it was going to handle the castings coming out. And if I were to change it, I would cut a slit up this way and cut a notch, up that way, and try to bend the front of this back to make like a little roof inside, or deflect the castings, and hopefully that would help. And let's have a look inside. There's been some dropping since last time. As you can see, there's cobwebs. That's what I was going to get, was the mirror. I've got a small mirror I use. So that's the pile there. And I still have to do a spider search before I put my hand even anywhere close to this. So that's all the castings that have dropped. There's quite a bit. The amount of worms, no idea. Might be half a pound to a pound of worms in that thing without even knowing. Every now and then I see something slither, you know, the glistening body, but so yeah, I'll give you a look at the mirror here. And this is the small mirror that I use. Ooh, look, it's me. I forget where I found this. Might have been in some old purse or something. I used to use it for geocaching when I used to cache. I don't think I even mentioned that on this channel. But this would be good for looking under things. And now I use it to look underneath the flow-through of how the compost is falling down through the PVC pipe and seeing what else is happening down there. So that's what I use, is this mirror and dustpan and my little trusty LED light. It's got a high and low and a strobe function, but it does a good job. It's on rechargeable batteries. I use, you know, 3 AAA batteries in it, and when it goes out, I just throw those into the charger. They charge up within an hour or two, and it's good to go for probably another month or two. So let me empty out the bin. Well, do a search of it first, but then empty it out, and I'll show you the finished castings in the new Rubbermaid tote. And this is afterwards. I got some of it, of what I can reach. It was kind of iffy if I was even going to put my arm in there. And guess what I found was a black widow to the left over there, up top there. Sure enough. So I don't know if I killed it or not, but I got in there, scooped it out really quick. I got most of it. I mean, some other stuff will drop down, so I'm not gonna get all of it right now. And as the worms drop down, they'll live down here for a little bit and have some compost to live in if they drop down single. So I always keep a little bit. I might throw a little cardboard in here. Well, it's not that bad for water. And I'll show you the 10-gallon tote that I put them in. And as you can see, it was just like mud coming out. I don't know, good 20 pounds, I would say. At least 20 pounds of compost. And worm-wise, who knows? Half pound to a pound of worms. So I'll let them feed on this, on the cardboard. And within about a week, I'll feed them coffee grounds and banana peels. So that's the cleaning out of the flow-through. I think this is like my second clean out I've done on it. I've done one other clean out, but never got enough like this. I didn't even know there was that much in here. And with the other compost that's in the bottom, you know, it's not all of it. So there might be another 1 or 2 pounds, but this was quite a bit. I was surprised that it dropped down that much. It didn't even look like it, you know, from looking from the outside. Well, I hope you enjoy today's video of or vlog of the flow through. A shout out to CJ. He was playing some of my older vids on his channel, and I just got a kick out of it. It's funny watching somebody vlog or of watching me. It still it cracks me up to see that. And he was watching the little old lady the other day that I edited and zoomed in on. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and hopefully you come back tomorrow and see what goes on.